This is part 5 of the Minish Cap. We'll be wrapping up Deepwood Shrine in this. And kind of to go back a little bit to what we hit on at the very end of part 4, those seashells we got from those treasure chests become a major pain.
Yeah, they are a major pain. Like, what you do is, like, there's a figure, like, in this game, you can, like, go to a place later on and get a lot of figurines.
Yeah.
There's 130 to be exact.
Oh, my gosh.
And, like, you know.
There's too many.
We don't like to throw a lot of spoilers in, but we'll go ahead and throw this one in because we don't want you wasting your time because I'm trying to do it right now.
Yeah.
But, like, there's 130 statue or figurines.
Yeah.
And, like, you use those shells to gamble on them, basically.
Pretty much.
It's a pain. It is a pain in the butt.
It really is, and the reward at the end of all of it is not worth it.
It's a piece of heart. That's what it is, you know, because, like, just don't even worry about that piece of heart, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's what they're for. You can collect up to 1,000. You don't want to collect more. Actually, 999.
$9.99.
You don't want to collect more than that because they are so valuable. But
I'm curious how many are actually in the game total.
You can keep getting them.
Yeah.
Because there's a trick to get unlimited rupees in this game. Like where you go in a door, then out, then in a door, then out. You get unlimited rupees, and then you can buy them in the market. So you can get unlimited. It's just very tedious.
Yeah. Well, the entire trading for the figurines is tedious.
But, I mean, that's what they're for. The mysterious shells are basically just for a side quest.
Yeah, so we kind of wanted to bring that up, though, because it's one of the first times if not the first
time. In part 4, we just didn't have enough time to talk about it at the end of the part, so.
But,
now that compass we just got, like, Ray, you were saying it's kind of weird. Like, this actually does happen sometimes, but you got the dungeon item before the compass. I think you could actually get that compass a little bit earlier.
I think you're right.
But we got the Gust jar first, so we can kind of hit that switch and open up some more points and all that stuff. So
I think you're right, because I think that stairwell is available to us a little earlier, and then, like I said, we'd go get the compass before we did the mini-boss fight if we really wanted to.
Now, you know this web right here? Like, I really need a Gust jar around this house. Like, I got spiders all over the place here, and, like, I could use one of those things.
I like the way...
There's spiders in every house, so, you know.
Oh, trust me, I got them too. I like the way that area in the barrel was done, though. To like, you have to rotate just a little bit and fall straight down the hole.
And as you kind of see, like when you're on the steps, like you'll kind of see like a little bit of steps.
Yeah.
And then right there in that middle part, you kind of see a hole. Like you actually gotta get to the right spot, or you can't fall down. Which
that's why you got to
try there. You should have figured that one out pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, that's why you kind of tiptoed on it there to get it to the right spot, which worked out well.
Yeah. Now I love this part. It's kind of tedious using this Gust jar to like push you on this
lily pad.
Yeah, lily pad. That's what I was thinking of. But like, I don't know, I just love like this part. I mean, we kind of got in two different things, like, you know, obviously, like, a regular floor,
of course,
and then water, like, right here in the first dungeon. I mean, it's kind of throwing a lot at us in this very first dungeon.
And I think the water running through, like, a forest-type dungeon makes sense, though. It's like a stream running through a forest.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think of. It's like kind of like a stream.
Plus, it just breaks up the green.
It's got to be a very, very tiny stream, you know, in the Minish Village.
It is a yeah, I don't know what you call it.
But I had no name for that. Like, yeah, that'd be the smallest stream ever.
But it does match, like, you had earlier about, like, the green and blue together color scheme in this dungeon. Having the river run through, or stream, whatever you want to call it, matches that perfectly.
Mini stream. Call it mini stream.
Miniature stream.
Minish stream, call it a Minish River. That's what it is. It's a Minish River.
I think it was just a really well done.
Now, only a BA would jump off right there and say, screw the steps like I just did. I mean, I was like at that point, I was like, you know what? Forget this, man. I'm just going to jump because I'm a BA. And that's what I did.
I was hoping it was going to be like a Skyward Sword in the Ancient Cistern where the lily pads flip on you.
Oh, yeah. That would actually kind of suck a little bit.
I would have laughed.
Cool little thing in Skyward Sword, though. But, yeah, that would have been kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of mentioned this just a second ago. The lily pads later on in the game can get a little tedious.
Yeah,
I feel like we do a lot of backtracking later on. In this dungeon, though, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. Well, because you're introduced to it. Like, you know, like, you don't have to go through for, I mean, not the entire game, but, I mean, we're not doing it too much. But just later on, just like, oh, I got to use this Gust jar again to go, I don't know how far, 10 feet or whatever. It takes forever. So.
10 feet when you're that size is pretty
far. Yeah, that's like a freaking marathon right there.
Now, I will ask, though, I'm curious about this. Were you just tapping the button over and over?
Yeah, that's the fastest way to do it. Like, you could suck it all the way in. Yeah. Like, when you shoot it, like, it kind of throws you farther.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually quicker just keep on pushing the, whatever it is, A button, I think, maybe.
Yeah. So I've been watching whichever button you set it to. I guess you can set it to whichever one.
Yeah,
yeah, I sucked it all the way in every single
through the whole game?
Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
And
no wonder you hate it so much.
And as soon as I saw you doing this when I was kind of prepping for this video, I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, my Lord. like I said, I know it takes a lot longer because you got sucked in. Like it kind of does shoot you off faster, but it definitely takes a lot longer to do that.
Trust me, I said some words that we're not trying to say on our channel when I saw
you. There's numerous things I've done in Zelda, like because I watch walkthroughs, like our walkthroughs.
Definitely.
There's things I've seen where I'm like, you gotta be joking me. Oh, I had no clue. It's a lot of times it's beating enemies.
It's so difficult
that I had no clue you could do.
Or you find out the solution to a puzzle was like right there in front of you.
Well, that seems like every puzzle that we can't figure out. But yes, good point though.
True. Now I'm a huge fan. We mentioned earlier we like the mushrooms using to sling you across, but using the Gust jar,
love it.
To pull the mushroom to you, then like the Gust jar
sucks it in and slings you. I love it. I absolutely love that.
So well done.
And that's a mechanic that's used a lot throughout this game. Like there'll kind of be a gap.
It is.
And we'll have to kind of like bring that mushroom all the way across the gap, which we kind of did right there. But I think there might be some larger gaps later on in the game.
I think there are as well. And it's just it's just another one of those concepts that's new to this game. I'm a big fan of.
And I definitely miss this heart piece right here because you actually had to use the Gust jar to get the dirt or whatever. Dust. That's actually dust. To actually hit one of those switch to get the blue warp points. Never got that blue warp point the first time playing this game.
I will tell you though, getting that heart piece is pretty important though because it gives us a full heart while we're in this dungeon.
It's always nice getting a full heart before you get to the boss in the first dungeon.
Definitely.
We don't get it in a lot of Zelda games. Like I think Majora's Mask you could do it, but like
I think so.
It's just nice getting an extra heart because even though the enemies aren't hard, I mean still only 3 hearts is not very many.
Yeah, especially that's what it is. This early in the game, it doesn't matter how hard the bosses are. You can hit 2 or 3 times. That thing's blinking. Or
take the corner, so I mean you can only get hit like 8 times and you're already beeping. So
and God knows we've been hit 8 times before.
Yes we have. So we need all the hearts we can take.
We try not to, of course, but especially.
Oh really? No, what you try to do? Go through Zelda games, getting hit all the time.
Once I got the defense,
that's a better explanation for your gameplay. To be honest
with you. Once I got the defense upgrade in Link's Awakening, that's exactly what I did.
And Majora's Mask, remember that you get the we're actually not for any time until you get the white circle around the heart. Yeah, that's like a defense mechanism, but whatever.
Now, I really love it. Even though this boss fight's pretty simple, the concept is it's just a regular sized green choo-choo.
Yes, I do love that.
That drips his way down into the temple. Or shrine, I should say. And he looks massive.
Yes, I do concept like he's just a regular, like I said, choo-choo. Yeah. And then he enters here and now he's huge compared to us.
I just wish there was something in this room that we could grow up and be like, okay, 1 hit, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Now, one reason I like it is because it takes a regular enemy in many Zelda games and makes him a boss. Yeah. And they do it because we're smaller, and really that there could be applied to any regular small boss we fought in any Zelda game. I just like how they do that whole concept right there.
It was very creative. Because you think, if you're regular sized Link, this guy is nothing to you.
No, exactly. And I just love wailing on too, man. He's big, he's slow.
Like that?
I just love. Now, here's one thing I didn't know the first time. I didn't know you could move with the Gust jar. When you're sucking in on him. I would stay in the same place. And this boss actually took me quite a while, actually.
I struggled a little later on. We kind of encountered him, not to spoil too much, but we kind of dealing with him a little bit later on. I actually had a harder time the second time.
I think he's electric maybe. I think the second time we faced him, he's electric, and you actually have to do it at the right time. You know us, we have no patience whatsoever. And so we're like, electricity? That's no big deal. That's not gonna hurt us.
Another little touch in this little guy though that I call him little guy. He's like 5
times. Green Choo-Choo, I think is actually his name.
I think it's just
giant green choo-choo's the boss. Yeah, you're right. It's big green choo-choo's the boss name.
But what I like is when you're using the Gust jar on him and you let go of it, if that gust of wind you shot hits him, it does get you a little separation. It shoots it back a couple, not far, but
I don't have to worry about that because you can see right now I'm not even got hit. Well, actually, I think I did get hit. I went and got a piece of heart out of the jar.
I think you've thrown 2 jars.
You never know when he's going to fall, though. That's the pain. And he obviously took up the whole sides, and so he was actually kind of hard to dodge, in my opinion.
And the jump attacks, actually, when you get to the third phase of that fight, he jumps 4 or 5 times in a row, which you don't really anticipate.
Yeah, you don't really know how many times he's going to do it either. I remember thinking this is the last time he's going to jump, and it's no, he jumped again. And so I was like, but I mean that's obviously the last phase in any boss fight's a little bit tougher.
Gotta mix it up a little bit.
Now here's I don't understand why the earth element, kind of going back to that whole fire thing.
Yeah.
The earth element being purple, that, I don't know, kind of threw me off right there. I guess I didn't really see that coming, so.
But now that we've got the earth element, this wraps up Deepwood Shrine, and it also wraps up part 5 of the Minish Cap.